You got me. I'm just tucking my bits in over there. Okay. Let's, you know what? Let's start today's practice on our backs. Extend the legs long. Extend the hands. Palms face up. Just open out the heels. I want you to just take a gaze up to your ceiling. Take the space in around you. Just take a look. And then gently close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out. Seal your lips. And withdraw your attention inside your body. Another deep inhale, another deep exhale. As you simply arrive on your mat, feeling into your body. So just feeling all the spaces where you're contacting your mat, the floor surrounding. Feeling your heels. Your sacrum, your lower back area. Backs of your hands. Back of your head. And just breathe. All the way down into your belly. Belly rises and falls as you exhale. Just focus on your breath. I want you to take 5 deep inhales, 5 deep exhales. Expanding the lungs. Feeling the rib cage expand and fall. Breathing all the way up into the heart space. And exhale it all out. Sliding the heels in towards the body. Bring the soles of your feet together. Left hand maybe on the heart and right hand maybe on the belly. And just check in. Nice deep inhale in through the nose, out through the nose. Drawing the knees back in and opening the arms out like airplane wings. Palms face up, knees together, feet together. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw the knees over to the left, gaze over to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Other side. Inhale, back up.
Exhale.
Inhale and exhale.
Inhale brings us back to center.
Curling the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Release the lower back.
Relax your shoulders. Placing the hands on top of the knees.
Making a big circle as though there's a clock face on your sacrum, that space right above your bum crack.
So make a nice slow circle. Following your breath. Changing direction. Just mobilizing the lower back. Just bringing the feet back to the mat. This time, step them all the way to the outside edges.
Extend the hands overhead this time. Just reach up and then draw the elbows in. Do a 90-degree shape with the arms for me, just to open out the shoulders, and take a deep inhale and exhale the legs over to the left. Come back through center. Exhale, other side. Just taking your gaze over to the opposite shoulder. Yoga, a practice of the breath leading you into the body. And as you focus and become aware of the body, let it take you out of your mind. Yep, yoga makes you out of your mind. Bringing the knees back through center, hugging them in towards the chest.
Keeping hold of your left leg as you exhale, just extend your right leg long. Point the toe.
Hover the toe just above the mat, lengthening while you squeeze in the right knee. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, switch sides, extending your right leg, pointing the toe. Inhale, switch. Exhale, extend.
Drawing one half of the body up, extending the other half of the body down. And again. Inhale, exhale. Good, inhale through center. Exhale, just place those feet back down to the mat. About hip width apart. Bring the hands down by the sides, palms face down. I want you to press each toe into the mat, each finger into the mat. And as you inhale, draw the belly button in towards the spine and slowly start to lift. Pressing through the heels, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling till you come all the way up onto the shoulders, slowly lowering down one vertebrae at a time. Good, as the tailbone touches, belly rises. Next time you're up, stay up. Shimmy the shoulders in. See if you can clasp your hands under your spine. Press the hands down and lift the hips up. into bridge. Toe heel the feet together. Squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze the bum. Maybe come up onto the toes. Press through the toes and just keep your chin exactly where it is. Lower the heels. On a next inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Now the bum wants to come down. Lift it up. Press up through that left heel. Maybe rotate, point flex the foot. Make a little circle. Good, lower down. Keep the hips up. Other side, toe heel the feet in together and extend your left leg long. Point the finger, lift up. Point flex, little circle with the ankle, just mobilizing and also taking your mind off the press. Lower the heel down, release the hands and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower down. Good, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze, rock a little left to right. Extending your right leg down towards the mat and place it down all the way, hugging that left leg in. Take an inhale and open that left leg out to the side. If you take your right hand, place it on your right hip too. Make sure you don't kind of fall over to one side. Open out. Good. Inhale, bring it across the body. Draw the knee across and extend your left hand out. And again, inhale, draw the knee across, open out. Drawing through center, just follow your breath. Let your breath give you the speed. And if you're moving too fast, slow it down. Come back to center, squeeze the other knee in, and on your exhale, extend that left leg long. Place the heel on the mat. Squeeze the knee in and open out to the side. You can take your left hand onto your hip. So feel that opening, that external rotation of the inside thigh. Exhale, draw it across the body. Inhale through center. Exhale, open out. So just mobilizing the spine to begin today. And again, one more time each side. Coming back through center, extending both legs up to the ceiling. Extend the arms out, point flex, point flex, point flex. Good, extend your right leg long to the ground, hugging the left leg. Now, if you're super stiff, just grab hold behind the thigh or take hold behind the calf. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale, slowly lowering down. And again, one more time. Just using the lower abdominals a little here. Hugging both knees in, rocking front to back. Till you come up to seated. Point the toes, bring the hands down by the sides and lift the feet straight away into Navasana Bow Pose. So, feeling front of your quads, just extend the hands. See if you can balance on the tailbone. Lift up through the chest. Maybe extend the legs long. 2 more breaths here. Good. Draw the heels in. Take an inhale. Reach the hands high above the head. Extend. Good. Exhale. Just take a little rotation round to the left. Once you're here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate a little more. Gaze over your shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Reach up. And rotate round to the opposite side. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, rotate a little more. Gazing over the shoulder. Good, come back to center. Extend the feet. We'll do another round of Navasana Bow Pose. Lift up the toes. 1 hand, 2 palms. Lift up through the chest. Draw the belly button in to give you nice stability. Maybe extending the legs for a couple of breaths. Good. Draw the heels into the body. Take an inhale, reach up. And exhale, simply forward fold. Bring the fingers down to the mat in front of you. Take an inhale to lengthen through the spine. And exhale, maybe fingertip your fingers a little deeper. Folding, chin into the chest. Take 3 breaths here for me. Slowly making your way onto all fours. Rolling forward. Take the knees hip width apart. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Spread your fingers. I want a nice firm base. Curl the toes under. Draw the belly button down, nose up to the sky. Exhale. Opposite. Arching like a cat. Press the mat. Tuck your tailbone. Chin into the chest. Inhale. Now draw the shoulders back. Maybe rotate the elbows out. So finding a little bit more space in some of these shapes that you become familiar with. How can you get into the feeling a little bit more? Good. Coming to neutral spine. Spreading your fingers, curling your tail, your toes under. I want you to just float the knees off the mat. Float them. Take 3 breaths. Draw the shoulders over the wrists. Good. Lower the knees. Inhale, just a cat and a cow. Maybe wag the tail side to side. 1 more time. Inhale, floating knees. Just building, pressing the mat away, building a bit strength in the shoulders. Good. Relax the knees. Walk the hands forward, keeping your hips right above your knees. Drawing the chest, the heart down to the mat. Anahatasana, puppy pose. So the dogs do this every day. Chest down to the mat. You can keep your chin facing forward or just lower the forehead. Hips still above the knees. So a great shoulder opener, throat opener, heart opener. Inhale, staying down on the elbows, draw the body forward. Just walk the elbows directly underneath the shoulders. Bring your knees back underneath the hips. Walk the knees together and extend the left leg. Extend it long. Come up onto the hands, underneath the shoulders. Take an inhale. Draw the elbows towards the back of your mat. into the body. Slowly lower down, a sundial dip. Inhale, press up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lower down. Chin touches your mat. Inhale, press back up. One more time. Lower down. Press back up. Curl the heel in towards the bum. Maybe extend your right leg, your right hand. I'm like right leg. Right hand. Turn the palm facing out. Reach behind. See if you can grab hold of your foot. Kick the foot into your hand. Open out your hip flexor, your quad, maybe gaze over the shoulder. Lift up. One more breath. Exhale, release the hand, extend the leg long. Place the knee down on the mat. Curl the toes under. Extending. Right leg out behind. Lift it up. Good, gaze down at the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down, elbows into the chest. Good, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower the heart, the chest down to the mat. Press up one more time. Press it up. Curl the heel in towards the bum. Left hand reaches forward, all the way round to the back. Got bits hanging all over the place. Kick the foot. Grab the outside edge of the foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Open up the shoulder and gaze over. Get back to your breath. Just 3 breaths here. Good. Release the foot. Release the hand. Take the knees hip width apart. Spread the fingers. Curl the toes under and lift the hips high into downward facing dog. So walk your feet apart, toes turn in slightly, heels out. Push the mat away from you. You might have to come up onto your toes, bend your knees deep, bring your belly all the way down to the thighs. So you're pushing the mat away. You can feel the extension in your spine. Slowly lift the hips and start to draw the heels down. Now the whole point is not about heels touching the mat. They may never touch the mat. Depends on how tight your hamstrings, your calves, your Achilles. So just focus on the action of pressing down. Look at your belly button, release your head. Come high on the toes. Take the heels over to the left. Press back. You'll feel some IT band. Inhale through center. Same thing, other side. Press back. Inhale through center. Exhale, press back. Come high on the toes. Slowly begin to walk the feet towards the top of your mat. Take hold of opposite elbows and just dangle here in ragdoll. Release your head side to side. In this forward fold that's so good for your nervous system. Good, release the hands to the shins. Press into the shins, take an inhale. Try to straighten, flatten your back, look forward. Exhale, fold in. And again, inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, look in. Inhale, slowly rise. All the way up. Bringing the shoulders up to the ears and drawing them down behind the back. Good, inhale, reach the hands high. Take a back bend for me on your exhale. Squeeze your bum, support your lower back. Gaze up, shoulder blades, squeeze them. Good, inhale, bring the hands together. I want you to step your left foot across your right foot. Take an inhale and exhale slowly. Swan dive in. You might have to bend your knees a little to come in. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward, your hands can be on your shins. You'll feel your IT band. Exhale, fold in. And breathe. Just let that lower back release. Slowly, step that left foot back out, bend down into your Yogi Squat. So take your toes to point out, same way as your hips, bring your hands to heart. So you're just right here. Just rock a little left to right. Use your elbows to press the knees out and try to draw the body up a little. Good, you might have to, if you can't get your heels down, take your feet wider apart. Inhale, exhale out, still breathing, that's time right there. Release your left hand out to the side. So pressing that left knee back with the hand. Right hand, reach it high and give it a little wave open. Turn the palm towards the back and draw the back of the hand behind you into the crease of the wrist. Gaze over the shoulder. If you have a wrap and bind, or you want to try bottom hand, turn the thumb down, reach behind and see if you can take hold and clasp the hands behind. Just a little fun opening. If you have a stunted bird of paradise in your practice, now's the time you could play. Breathe. One more breath. Releasing. Bringing the hands back to heart. Take an inhale and an exhale. Opening out. Right hand to the diagonal. Left hand. Give it a little wave overhead. Maybe turning the palm over, reaching into the crease of that wrist and gaze over the shoulder. Bottom hand, thumb turns down, wraps behind and clasps fingers. So it's like a little pretzel. Shoulder opener, hip opener. Breathe. And release back to hands, to heart. Bringing the hands down on the floor in front of you, slowly lift up the hips to the sky. Shaking the head a little side to side. Toe heel the feet in to hip width apart. Take hold of the big toes with the peace fingers, with your two peace fingers. Take an inhale, look out. Exhale, fold in. Lifting the hips, the tailbone up towards the sky. Tucking the chin into the chest. Just gaze at your nose. Take 3 more breaths here. Release the hands to the hips and on an inhale, slowly rise. Nice and slow because you've been upside down. Exhale, grind down. Bring your hands into the heart. Take a breath. Draw the belly button in, nice tight tailbone. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Palms touch, look up, take a back bend on your exhale. Open out, spread the fingers, really press forward and bring your shoulder blades together. Good, inhale all the way up. This time stepping right foot over left. Exhale, slowly fold in. So maybe I have to definitely bend my knees as I come down and feel the IT band on this left hip. Take an inhale, try and get length. Exhale, fold in, head is heavy. And just try to flatten the feet on your mat. We just give this IT a little bit of an opening. Head is heavy. No tension in the neck. Good. Slowly step the feet hip width apart. Still dangling in your forward fold. Walk your feet onto the palms of your hands. So turn the hands over. Bring your toes to the crease of the wrist. You can bend your knees. Take an inhale. Try to lift up, add length. Exhale, fold in. Look at your knees. Lift up the tailbone. And lift up through the chest. Relax your head. Look at your nose. And draw the weight forward into the toes. You feel a great release down the back of the wrists. Exhale, release the hands to the hips, and on an inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, ground down. Bring the hands to heart. Take a breath. Next inhale, reach the hands up. Taking hold of your right wrist. On your exhale, just draw it across. A little side bend. Inhale back through center, gaze up, exhale, other side. Let's do that again. Let's get some lateral extension in this side. So as you inhale, I want you to lift up, imagining the spine growing, and then draw it up and across. One more time each side. Exhale. Inhale, reach up and across. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive in. Chest to thighs, a halfway lift. Step back with the right foot. Drop down to the knee. Inhale, come on up. Reach the hands up. Then exhale, place them, interlacing the fingers on the front knee. Press the knee forward, draw the body back, look up. And breathe. Good, release. Take the right hand down, left hand high. Open up a little side twist. Maybe floating the back knee off the ground. Rotate open even more. 3 breaths. Pressing down with the hand, reaching up with the fingers. Good, bring the hand down. Walk the hand to the inside of that left foot. You can toe heel to the outside edge of the mat. 2 options, drop the knee or stay up. You can also, if you drop the knee, maybe lower down onto the elbows. It's called lizard. And it's a fantastic, deep, deep stretch. Relax the head. Release the back toe. Maybe even opening out that knee, coming onto the knife edge of your left foot. And just breathe. Just give that hip flexor, groin area time to open up. Taking an inhale slowly, pressing back up onto the hands. Toe heel the foot back into the center of the mat. Frame the front foot, curl the back toes under, and lift. That's it, lift back up, lift that knee down, just gazing at the big toes. Now here's where we're going to get a little gnarly. You're going to take that left foot, take it back into plank, draw the shoulders over the hips. I have a bracelet on that's catching. Good. Lower the hips, draw the belly button in, draw the kneecaps up, gaze down. Now, you could always come down onto forearm plank. We're going to roll over onto our right side. Lift the hand high to the sky. Lift the hips high. Maybe float the foot if you like. Good, come back to center. So you're either in full plank, forearm plank. If you're in full plank, drop the hips. Slowly roll over onto the side, raising the hand. Maybe, I gotta come back onto my mat, slipping. Maybe raising top leg. Come back down to plank. Hips high, downward facing dog. Press back, maybe paddling the heels. Zipping the toes together. Right leg high to the sky. Bring it through in between the hands. Drop down to the knee. On an inhale, rise on up. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my mic. Rise on up. Bring the hands into the back of the neck. Clasp the hands, open out with a back bend. Push the knee forward. Maybe reach the hands up, place them on the knee and press forward just to get even deeper into your back bend. Good, release the hands, left hand down, right hand high. Maybe floating the knee. Take 3 breaths. Take the gaze up to the ceiling. Drop the knee, drop the hand, and slowly walk, toe heel the foot to the outside edge of the mat, bringing the hands inside. Draw the body forward. Maybe coming down onto the elbows for lizard. Allowing the knee to open out. Relaxing your head. Hi, Blue. Thank you. I get a nice kiss. Slowly rise up onto the hands. I want you to rotate around to the side of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Blue, can you move out the way? Yep. Now we're back. Take an inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold in, crown of head comes to the ground. Shake the head a little side to side. Bring in the fingers underneath the face. 1 inhale, left hand reaches high to the sky. Press through that right hand. Gaze up. Maybe rotating the wrists. Exhale, bring the hand down. Inhale, other side, open out. Rotate your wrist. Bring the hand down. Walking the hand over, both hands over to your left leg. Maybe grabbing around the side of your shin. Take an inhale and exhale, draw the body in. To your degree, where you are is fine. You might be up here. So just get the rotation and let go of the notion of having to look like a shape. Slowly walking the hands to the opposite side. Take hold of the shin. Oh, mosquitoes are out. Draw the body in. Good, coming back to center. Bring the hands all the way in front of the face. Curl the toes out now and drop down to your knees. Oh no, this one. I'm very sorry, I'm going to apologize for this one. Okay, let's get a really deep stretch here. Now you may want to turn the top of your yoga mat over. Start to draw your hands underneath the chest. It's called frog. So frog because of the position of the legs. So your knees out to the side as far as you can get them. Your heels, your toes are pointed out. Very important, they're pointed out. Can you see that my heels are beyond my knees? So they're not behind, they're out to the side. Now you'll feel a really gnarly stretch in the hips here. If you can, I want you to start drawing your hips back. Draw your bum back towards your feet. And you'll feel a point where you completely get stuck. So relax your head. And we're going to hold here for some breaths. Maybe you want to come down to your elbows. Thanks, Blue. I'm getting a nice dog distraction through this shape. Maybe relax your head. Really breathe through the discomfort. You probably got some discomfort on the inside of the knees. This is supposed to be, and intentionally, one of the more challenging yin yoga postures because you're strengthening the knees, you're strengthening the hips, the joints, and you're really getting into the nooks and crannies. So when we hold these shapes, we really let the connective tissue unwind, give it space, give it time. And we also play with the elasticity of our mind, because our mind is probably yelling at us right now. Like, it's uncomfortable, asking us to wiggle out and get comfortable. But when we get uncomfortable, we get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's when we start to manage our life a little bit better. Slowly, super bloody slowly, bring your hands underneath the chest. Curl, one toe in. Curl the other toe in. Sit back to the heels. Child's pose. Good. Big toes touch, knees apart. Just bring your forehead down onto your arms. And breathe. Take 5 breaths here for me. Slowly lifting up. Take your left, I'm just scratching my butt, I got a nice mosquito bite. Take your right hand out to the side, thread it underneath your left armpit, and just lower your cheek down to the mat, to the ground. Slowly release. Other side, thread your left hand underneath. Just draw the head down. Slowly rise. Pressing up to the hands, draw the feet all the way round in front, if they'll go. Good, draw the soles of the feet together. Draw them in towards the body. Take the elbows into the knees. Take the hands around the feet, open them like a book. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Chin into chest. Butterfly pose. Slowly rise, extend the legs out wide, wide angle, butterfly, Upavishta Konasana. Maybe grab your bum out from your sit bones. Take an inhale, reach up. That's a gaze up, exhale, slowly draw the body forward, bringing the fingers onto the ground in front. Take an inhale. Lift up through the chest and exhale, try to draw your body forward. Flex the feet for me. It'll really compress into the hips and kind of create a little more space in there. So wherever you are is fine. Maybe this is as far as you can get. Doesn't mean you're crap at yoga. It's all about the shape of the bone in the socket. So when bone meets bone, it's not going to let you rotate in anymore. So it's simply all about the anatomy of your hip bone, and they're not that nice smooth ball socket joint that you see on a skeleton. They're pretty gnarly. Again, so let go of what you think you should look like and try to go with how it feels. Notice where you're feeling it. And then try to relax into that space. Relax, let everything go. Slowly rise. Drawing the feet in, coming onto your knees for me. So onto all fours with your knees together. Want you to cross your left knee behind your right knee. So can you see that? Cross it over. Slowly. See if you can sit back up onto the ground. Maybe a block underneath your bum. It's called Gomukhasana, cow-shaped pose, cow-faced pose. So, grab your ankles, draw them in towards the body. It's a really, really tight hip opener here. Take an inhale, reach the hands above the head. Take your left hand into the back of the neck, maybe see if you can clasp the fingers, and if you can't, a towel, or just reach up with the fingertips, reach down, but lift that elbow up a little. Chin just into the chest. You'll find out if you have super tight shoulders with this little arm posture. Maybe drawing the body forward, see how that feels. Slowly release. Just extend the arms long. Bring the palms back in front, slowly, making your way back onto all fours. Release that back knee. You can maybe just wag your bum side to side. Wag the tail. Bringing the knees back together. This time, right knee crosses behind. Slowly lowering back, walking back. Oi, nice and slow. Drawing the heels in towards the body. Maybe one hip a lot tighter than the other side. Good. Take the hands above the head. This time your right hand into the back of the neck. Point the fingers down. Take your left hand all the way behind. See if you can touch fingers. And it draws this tricep back. Chin into chest. Slowly lower forward. So a block is a really great thing to put under your bum on this shape. But we're not holding for too long, so just breathe. Slowly release. Drawing the feet back round in front of you, slowly making your way down onto your back. Hands on the shins, vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering down. Take the feet up to the sky. Take your hands up through the center of the feet. Take a hold of the outside edge. Knees draw out, outside of the armpits into happy baby. You can rock a little side to side, or just take a deep inhale and let the shoulders fall down towards your mat. slowly, drawing the feet back down, extend the hands out like airplane wings. Palms face up and just cross right leg over left. Drawing the knees all the way over to the left into a little spinal twist. Take the gaze to the opposite shoulder. And breathe. Slowly back to center. Release the foot, crossing left foot this time over right knee. Take an inhale and draw the knees over to the right. Take the gaze over to the left. Slowly drawing the knees back through center. Give yourself a squeeze. And slowly make your way into final resting shape. Extending the legs long. Open out the palms. And take rest. Take a soft inhale, a soft exhale, bringing a little movement into the fingertips, maybe rubbing your fingers into the thumb, maybe moving the toes, the ankles, reaching the hands above the head for a good morning stretch. Draw your knees in towards your chest, nice and slow, and just find your way onto your side. As you prepare to awaken into a very different body, an energetic, open body, a relaxed body. Pressing down with the top hand, nice and slowly coming into cross-legged, comfortable seated position. Bringing the hands in towards the heart as we seal in our practice today with gratitude. Gratitude for the practice of yoga itself. How lucky we are that it was brought to the Western world as a teaching tool, a strategy to navigate life, using the breath, using the body to open up the mind. Taking a moment and sending out metta, healing, loving energy to anybody in our life that needs it today. Maybe it's you. Thank you for joining me. Another beautiful day that we're alive. Namaste.